Okay. How you darn? How you darn? How you darn?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Today is a great day to be great. Right? Yesterday was a great day to be great. If your name was LeBron James, he broke the record. He broke the record of all-time points.
Pretty average.
Just one of the greatest, if not the greatest, to ever play. No point in having that argument right now. But today I can smell greatness. We are currently 9 subscribers away.
Babe.
From 5,000 subscribers.
9 subscribers away from 5,000.
I'm feeling like it, it's just like last night. Yeah.
Talk it up.
It's just like last night when LeBron James, before the cast, this is the pre-show. And before the pre-show, everyone was like, do you think it's going to happen tonight? I don't know. He walked in with a lot of confidence. He's got his headband on. And then they were like, we'll find out in the first quarter. Well, we'll find out in the first round. We'll find out in the first round, and tonight is the night we're going to break that 5,000 mark, which would be absolutely incredible. We have a subscriber goal of 10,000 across both of our channels, so 10,000 on each. And that is my goal this year. If we hit that, I have already said publicly that I will shave my head. So we're trying to get there. We just lost a subscriber, which is incredible. But could tonight be the night? It could be. With your help, guys, maybe we can get there. So go ahead and drop a subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you've been lurking for a while. Why not? Today is the day. Today's the day to be great. I can feel it coming. I know it will happen today. I just want it to happen on the live stream, if that makes sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know today it will happen. I just want it to be on the live stream.
It's gonna happen, and I'm believing for it. And then we're just gonna stop everything and just have like a press conference about like what a milestone that we've hit today.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, I'm just so grateful to be hitting 5,000 subscribers.
Exactly. We will have to hit a milestone. Hey, shout out to Jesse. I can't pull it up for some reason, but shout out to Jesse for becoming a YouTube member.
Huge love, brother. We appreciate you.
Really, really appreciate that, man. That's a lot of love. What's up, A Mufasa? I don't know. Easy like. Appreciate that. Hey guys, go ahead and drop a like if you have yet to do so. Easiest way to support the show, to support what we do. Help us get to that 100 like mark that we're trying to get each time. 5K could be big. What's up, Prob? What's up, AK? What's up, Chad? What's up, Nathan? Scary. I know I saw it. Scary. What's up, Alan? Bijan or Badake's hair in a 24 first.
I mean,
you'll love to see it.
Maybe I might do my hair for the draft and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys, we are doing a 2023 Dynasty rookie draft on today's stream. It's going to be a good time. I'm glad that you're with us. I'm glad that we're hanging out. You guys are going to have a chance to join us via Discord. So if you have yet to join our Discord, go ahead and do so. Badake, how does that process work, just quickly?
Yeah, very simple. All you have to do is join our Discord. The link is in the description below. Go there. Zach put it in the chat already. Join our Discord. If you guys don't know what that is, it's just basically a platform where all of our community is at. Good community, good conversations. You can throw your questions, your trade questions in, and that's how you can get in. So join our Discord. It is first come, first serve. All you have to go to is Dynasty Damn It in the Dynasty Mock Draft tab, where you kind of see where I posted the link. Zach posted the link. We said, holy moly, 10 subscribers away. Go there. That's where the link is going to be posted. First come, first serve. But it's okay because we go live every single week, Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes we're a little bit late because we're recording videos for you. Okay? So give us some grace. We're a little bit late today, but that's okay because we were pumping out literally 4 videos, I think. So it was a big morning, but we're here. So join the Discord and love. Yeah.
And also a big shout out to everyone who has joined us on Patreon recently. It's been awesome to see the support from you guys. I hope you're enjoying that Patreon package. I guess you could call it a draft guide, a Dynasty draft guide, or a Dynasty guide. Shout out to Hayes, Christopher, Magnuson, Ronnie, Mitchell, Sean, Ricardo, Tyler, Jeff, Simon. Shout out to everyone who has signed up recently. Really appreciate you guys. You can check out our Patreon in the link below if you're interested. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and send this link out. Make sure, Badake, that before you do, I'll send it to you, but just make sure that you get in, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the 104 today because I did the back end yesterday. I feel like the 104 is a tough spot. Actually, I feel like a more difficult spot's like the 108, but I was around that yesterday as well. So I'll take the 104. Let's see how it goes. And then once you get in, you'll go ahead and send that link out. What's up, TD says, nice work, 5K today. Let's have a DynastyLand meetup. We want so badly to have a meetup at some point. Yeah, we definitely will do a meetup when it's possible for us, for sure. Zach gonna shave his head by draft season. I hope so. What's up, Samuel? Gotta call the Fade Master or whatever his name is. Yeah. Will the both of you shave your heads at 10K? I don't think Badake will.
I hold too much identity in my hair, so that's no it.
I'm a more secure person, so
I'm more 100%. My facial hair and my hair kind of, it's a part of me, and it makes me who I am, and there's no way I'm cutting it off. And maybe that's something I need to look myself, maybe go into therapy and say, you know what, maybe I should cut my hair off. Yeah. But my wife wouldn't let me.
Maybe we need to dive deep.
Dive deep to the
hey, man,
insecure.
You're more than your hair. I just want you to know that, okay? Anyway, we're going to have a good night tonight, guys. Do us a massive favor. Go ahead and drop a like. Easiest way to support the show, to support the channel, to help us grow. You know, we say it often, but why do we ask you to drop a like? Every time you drop a like, you are actually telling YouTube, you're telling the algorithm, I like this. And that in turn makes the algorithm say, here, does anyone else like this? Right? So that's how it works. Okay, let's go ahead and send that link out.
Yeah, I'll send that link here. Once again, Dynasty, damn it, Dynasty mock draft tab. Guys, use a computer, a laptop, something else other than your phone, because that's going to give you a better opportunity to get into these mock drafts. So I'm going to send the link out here. 3, 2, 1, and there you go.
There you go.
And there you go.
All right. So this is going to fill up. While it's filling up, let's get on the same page for 1 second. We are doing a 2023 Dynasty rookie mock draft. It is SuperFlex. It is not tight end premium. It is PPR format. We're going to do 4 rounds. And right now, this is for some reason not linear, but now we have it at linear. I'm going to change this to 09 because that's where we are currently in. Okay, that's good. And we got landing spots. Same landing spots that we had the day before, but I'll put that in the chat. Just a fresh reminder, Bryce Young is a Texan.
Yep.
CJ Stroud's a Colt. Bijan Robinson goes to the Lions and with a 6 overall pick. You might not think it's realistic. I don't think it's realistic either, but we're going to do this exercise as if it was realistic. Okay, that's the whole point of the exercise. Anthony Richardson goes to the Raiders at 7. We see Will Levis to the Panthers at 9. Then we see Quentin Johnson to the Jets at 13. And then we go into the pick 17 and beyond. And I think it's a while until we see an offensive player. Yes, it is pick 22. JSN goes to the Ravens. Zay Flowers to the Jags, which is very interesting. We've talked about that before.
Yeah.
I love the player. Don't understand why you would make this move. It doesn't feel like he's gonna complement that receiving room very well with what they already have. Jordan Addison to the Giants. Michael Mayer to the Bengals. Jahmyr Gibbs to the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we're going to go into the second round here where we get Jalen Hyatt to the Texans. We get Zach Charbonnet, to the Raiders. Tanner McKee to the Saints. Darnell Washington to the Titans. Cedric Tillman to the Patriots. The Commanders grab Hendon Hooker. Luke Musgrave goes to the Bucks. We get Dalton Kincaid to the Giants. And then we get into the third round here. Keep in mind, some of these players might not be drafted, but we're just assuming they didn't get top 3 draft consideration. Jonathan Mingo to the Bears. I think that's too early. That's just me. Kayshon Boutte to the Cardinals in the third. That feels way too late. But again, we're using this as if it was real life. Zach Evans goes to the Rams in the third. I like that. Dontavion Wicks to the Raiders. Kenny McIntosh to the Saints. Tucker Kraft to the Dolphins. Josh Downs to the Packers. He's not going in the third round, guys. But again, using this as if it was real. Colts get Devin A-Chain. I like how he compliments old mate, what's his nuts, JT.
Taylor.
Malik Cunningham goes to the Lions. Interesting. Really interesting. I don't think Malik Cunningham is a top 6
We haven't even
round
heard
pick.
about. We
I don't
haven't
think
even
he's.
heard Malik.
I don't think he's going in the top 6 rounds
even
of the NFL
whispers
draft.
of him so far in the
But-
the draft process.
We're doing this as if it was real. Seahawks get Charlie Jones. Jaron Hall goes to the Vikings. Sam Laporta goes to the Jags. I know you like him. Deuce Vaughn to the Cowboys. Xavier Hutchinson, which we love, to the Bills. Glad he gets in the 3rd round. And those are the landing spots that we are using today. So 2 minutes on the clock. Take your time. We will pause after each round and just discuss. But let's go ahead and get this bad boy started.
All right, let's do what we do. Let's do it best.
Bijan Robinson at the 101. No surprise. Oh, Abaki, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, switch up the mock for the 2nd draft. As in the landing spots. Why don't you guys, the users, why don't you guys tell us, what is a mock draft you want to use if we were to do a 2nd mock draft, which we need to hit the like goal. Our like goal is 100 likes for today. If we hit that 100 like goal, we will absolutely do a second round of mock drafts for you guys. But tell us, who is a name that you want us to look at? Because most people are just doing 1st round mocks. But if there's a name that you like, if there's a mock draft out there that you like, then let us know. Jordan Addison goes 102.
I saw that. The New York Football Giants, I mean, give him respect. He's a wide receiver 1 out there. The 102, a bit high, but I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
So that's interesting. It's interesting.
It's not ideal. No,
My wide receiver 3 goes at the 102. And in my Dynasty rookie rankings, he is my 108 ranked. I don't know. Like, for me, the landing spot doesn't change anything. He gets 1st round draft capital, which we anticipate. He goes to the Giants. I don't know. That just doesn't really change much for me. But to each his own. CJ Stroud goes at the 103. Keep in mind, he is a Colt. And now Bryce Young is available. I'll go ahead and take Bryce Young here at the 104 in a SuperFlex format. Yeah, I'm taking Bryce Young to the bank at the 104 every damn day.
Every day. I like it. Yeah, it's just Addison is just not something I do. I'm kind of with Zach there. I mean, it's tough, but I mean, maybe he's drafting based off of draft capital. He likes the thought process there. Maybe QA is a Giants fan. I mean, I'm a Giants fan. I wouldn't do it. Maybe he loves Daniel Jones, and he likes the draft, the thought process of maybe how he can excel. But once again, we wouldn't do it.
We keep saying this though, like crazy things are going to happen in your guys' home leagues, in the leagues that you're in. Crazy things are going to happen in real drafts. I mean, I remember in the home league we were in, Sky Moore went at the 103 last year, the Chiefs bump, and we were like, "What the? Are you okay?
What is happening?"
So like things happen, you know, and Jordan Addison is probably going to be a much better player than Sky Moore, but all that to say, like things will happen that you don't anticipate. JSN goes at the 106. Jahmyr Gibbs right before him, he went to the Chiefs. JSN went to the Ravens. Quentin Johnston went to the Jets. And then Zach Charbonnet goes off the board at the 108. So these quarterbacks are falling down.
They are falling down, and I'm just looking to see where the guy that I'm going to take. And I think he went to a team that I like. And I will take Will Levis here. I said this. I say this.
You cut out there. Go ahead.
I like the Panthers landing spot significantly better than the Raiders landing spot. Just purely based off of where I believe the Raiders are at. And that's why I didn't take Richardson. Okay. So I'm going based off this draft spot. Yes, they have Devontae Adams. Yes, they have all these other pieces. But they're in a weird place where they either have to rebuild or they just kind of have to go all in and try to go for a ship, right? And I think Will Levis at the Panthers just feels a little bit more like, okay, he can at least grow there, where Anthony Richardson can grow at the Raiders, but it's going to take some time for him to get on the field with all the expectations of maybe Aaron Rodgers going over there as well.
Sure. I mean, that's all rumors at this point. Who knows?
For sure.
I can envision a scenario though where Anthony Richardson, if he's drafted this early, he is their answer for next year, and they're going to let him make mistakes and grow.
Maybe.
And if that's the case with those weapons around him, I think in a year from now, Richardson already has more value. So that's where I would just say, here's the opposite side of the coin. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's the opposite side of the coin that I'd like to present. So we'll see.
We'll see what
I
happens.
think if Richardson starts year one, he's at least getting 800 rushing yards, if not more, as a rookie.
Yeah, and that's a tough division to play in. I mean, you're gonna have to have.
But the Chiefs aren't a good defense. I'm a Chiefs fan. I mean, we show up in big games, but we gave up a lot of points this year. The Denver Broncos for sure. The Chargers are an awful defense. So you'll have high scoring games.
Yeah. You are gonna have high scoring games. So interesting to see. I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen.
Okay, so that is the end of the first round. Let's pause for a second. A-Rich goes at the 110. Zach Evans at the 111. Drink my cola. I'm loving what you're putting down. Sean Tucker goes at the 112. Now, again, we are using these landing spots as if it was realistic. In this scenario, Sean Tucker doesn't get drafted in the top three rounds. I don't think you can take Sean Tucker over a guy like Michael Mayer, who goes in the first round to the Bengals. Over Josh Downs, a Zay Flowers, who's a first round pick. You could put Downs there, Boutte there. I don't know, because in this scenario, we're assuming Sean Tucker is a 4th round pick. I'm not saying that you can't do this. All I'm saying is you are drafting him with this exercise, knowing that he didn't go in the first 3 rounds, you know?
Yeah. It's tough. But yeah, I mean, based off, like you said, the landing spots, it's just not ideal.
Yeah.
But
some people are asking for us to do a 1 quarterback draft for the next one. And I have no problem with doing that. If we hit 100 likes, if we hit the like goal, we'll do a 1 quarterback live mock draft for
I'm 100%
the next one.
down to do it. 100 likes, 5K. I mean, let's do it. By the way, we're 5 away from
currently
5K.
5
This is exciting.
subscribers away. So in case anyone wanted a live update, 5 subscribers away from 10K. So we're currently like LeBron after the mid second quarter. It's like, oh, it's probably going to happen. We're probably going to hit 5K. But yeah, we have no problem doing a 1 quarterback mock draft for all you people out there who are just so stubborn and you don't want to play fantasy in the best way possible. No, it's all love. It's all love. Okay, let's go ahead and start this second round here. Sammy Stacks is back on the board.
Baby. Sammy Stacks. Let's see. There goes Zay Flowers, and if I'm not mistaken, he went to the Jags in the first.
He did. You are not mistaken. But if I'm not mistaken, people do not want us to say we're not mistaken.
Whoever says, you know what? You're right.
You know what? That's on me.
That is on me.
So Zay Flowers goes. I've said this before, but I talked about this a little bit last stream. Last year, Jahan Dotson went in the first round, and I was just screaming, like, don't let Jahan Dotson fall to the second round. The capital is there. The talent is there. That's what I feel about Zay Flowers. You can't let a first round, real NFL draft first round wide receiver fall to the second round. Hey, thank you so much for the sub, Benjamin. So live update, guys. We are currently
maybe you should get the sub.
We're 3 subscribers away.
You should get the sub count
on
the main screen. Yeah, put it on the top right, like covering the DynastyLand logo potentially.
Let me find
probably
out.
Just
okay,
copy it.
Yeah, I'll copy it. I'll paste it in here. Live sub count. Okay, y'all. Y'all can see it now. Actually, let's just put it right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Good.
Just like they had last night for LeBron. 2 points away. 3 subscribers away. Wow.
Nah, that's awesome. That's awesome, man.
I
gotta find out what's the sound here.
Yeah.
Like the
Blazy's down for 1 quarterback. 1 quarterback's the best. I mean, we definitely respect that 1 quarterback community out there. Lots of competition for Zay, for sure. Goff for a late 24 first. Goff's, I'm definitely taking the first, even though I love Goff. Flowers is Tony 2.0. I don't see a lot of similarities to Tony, but I can respect the opinion, no doubt. My comp for him is a little Eddie Royal, T.Y. Hilton type player. So, but I can respect it for sure. Okay, yeah. Michael Mayer goes off the board at the 2-2, and you're feeling like an absolute king if you get Michael Mayer at the 2-2 when he goes to the Bengals in the first round. I mean, that
100%.
that could be really special. Keishon Butte goes at the 2-3. Again, you're feeling great getting Butte off the board there. And now
now you're on the clock here.
Now I'm on the clock here. And Zay Flowers is gone. So really it's Xavier Hutchinson I'm deciding between, or Devin A-Chain. It's too early for A-Chain. I'll just keep putting some respect on my guy, Xavier Hutchinson, man. Goes to the Bills in this one, in the 3rd round. We like Xavier. No, I'm not worried about the Senior Bowl. We don't put much value into events like that. We put much more value into the entire year. So I'll go ahead and draft my guy, Xavier Hutchinson, here at the 2-4. I'm a big fan of his game. And let's see what happens. AK says, been wanting to tell y'all you have the best logo, so clean. Ooh. I got a little something to say, actually, about that. Yesterday, we set up a shop. We got merch coming out soon.
Yeah.
I would say next week we're going to have merch available. And a lot of it includes our logos and our designs. So I'm excited. I want to buy the merch because I want some of it. But we'll see if people like it or not. But it'll be available. We'll announce it. And
it should be fun.
It's a really cool site because we don't have to kind of worry about shipping or anything. They do that for us. But we're really, really excited to announce it. I assume next week is probably when we'll launch it.
Yeah, next week. I think we need to just finalize stuff.
You cut out there. Sorry, go ahead.
I said next week. We just need to finalize little logos and designs and stuff, and then sending that message out to everyone.
Yeah, that will be fun. We'll announce it on Discord. We'll talk about it here on YouTube. It'll be good. I'm at the point where I'm just ready for the NFL draft. Hey, Pearl, thank you so much for the sub.
Thank you.
So that should be 499, if I'm not mistaken.
Medina. I'm looking at 499.
Still says 498. Yeah, still says 498.
So
2 subscribers away from 5,000.
Wow.
5,000. WG says, I'm confused by Fantasyland Dynasty versus DynastyLand channel names.
So,
what do you mean by that? Because we have 2 channels, okay? One is for redraft, which is called Fantasyland Football. And that was the first channel we actually started. So let me bring you guys to that channel. This is the first channel we ever started. Fantasyland Football. We focus on redraft content here. I'd actually be happy to paste this in the chat if you guys want to subscribe over there and get ready for redraft. That channel will start popping off around probably May. So that is our first channel, Fantasyland Football. That's where it all began. And then Dynastyland is what we started last year. So Fantasyland Dynasty Football. We thought about calling it Dynastyland, but in order for people to find us, it was easier for the name to have Dynasty Football. When people are searching for Dynasty content, they type in Dynasty Football. So if we were to call it DynastyLand Football, it wouldn't have been that easy for people to have found us. But soon, we would like to change it to DynastyLand Football. That would be really cool. But we just couldn't justify doing it just yet because in order to be found in search engines, people search for Dynasty Football. They don't search DynastyLand, and DynastyLand won't be a friendly search option, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're 1 subscriber away, apparently.
Oh, boy.
This is like LeBron has the ball.
Oh, change. 5,000. Wow. Green.
All right, stop the stream. Stop the stream. That's it. Stop.
Hey guys, I just want to say
stop the stream. We gotta do an impromptu celebration.
I just want to say
I'm just waiting to be interviewed.
I'm waiting to be interviewed. Where's Karina? Get her wheelchair up to come through and give you a nice little interview. Yeah. Oh, we went back down. We need to calm down. That point didn't count. Actually,
keep going.
It didn't count. It didn't count.
No, we really appreciate it, guys. What did LeBron say in his interview?
He
He's
was
like,
just,
fuck, man, I don't know. What did he
he's
say?
like, fuck, man, I just don't know. We actually lost 2 subscribers. Babe,
Okay, so
play with our
We're
emotions.
doing that on purpose.
the stream's continuing. We can't stop it yet. We can't stop it yet.
He said, "Get the
Billy,
baby powder
thanks so
out
much
and
for
toss it in
the.
air."
Sorry.
He said, "Get the baby powder out and toss it in the air."
No, it is really cool to see that number. Billy, thank you so much for the super chat, man. He says
Yeah,
congrats
huge
on
love.
5K. We do really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean we started this channel about a year ago now, just over a year ago, and I guess let's just talk about why this channel even started in general. Billy, thank you so much again for the donation. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
Again, it started with DynastyLand, which is a redraft channel. And during COVID, Badake and I lost our jobs. I was a video editor, a promotional producer. Badake was also doing a little graphic design, working in retail. And we had been friends for quite a while. We both moved to Sydney, Australia to study marketing. We ended up in the same house together. And that house ended up being a group of some of our best friends, even to this day. Steven, thank you so much for the donation, man.
Huge love, Steve, man. That's awesome.
Very kind of you. Yeah, so we met each other because we lived in the same housing for college, a house with like 12 other guys. It was chaos. It was constantly chaos. Things getting wild and we got like the same tattoo from it, 18C. So we were friends, and then the pandemic happened. I'm in LA. I lose my job. Badake loses his job. We talk about doing this for a while, wanting to start something of our own. And I was sending out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applications to jobs. No one was replying. And it just got to the point where I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, let's do this. Let's try and just have fun and see what happens. So we started the podcast. Originally, it was just for our home league, for our friends. People started to like it. And then I would say from then on, we kind of just took it full time and just said, you know what? If we're going to do this, let's give it everything we got. So we did. And it's been a lot of learning, a lot of things that we did wrong that we now feel like we have on the right track. Really excited about some potential opportunities this year. Excited about where everything could grow. I will say this, we are nowhere near being at the point where we can support our families from it. But hey, Chase, thank you so much for the donation, man. We'll get to your question here.
Chase, thank you.
We're nowhere near being able to support our family yet, but we are at the point where, thanks for the sub, Nigel. We're at the point where we know that if we keep putting this kind of hard work in and we keep getting incredible people in our community who support us, then this will actually be a reality. The reality being us being able to support our family from doing something that we absolutely love. And that on its own is incredibly awesome. And we're extremely excited about that potential. I'm going to draft Parker Washington here. But anyway, I just want to say, I know it's only 5K. I mean, we got ambitions to hit 50K. We got ambitions to hit 100K. And we just want to stay ourselves throughout the entire thing. We want to keep building a community of people who love what we love and have fun along the way. But we could not be here, obviously, without you guys. So thank you for your subs. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for people who sign up on Patreon, people who come YouTube members, who comment on things, interact with things, watch us live. We appreciate it so much. Seriously. And fuck, man. I don't know what else to say. Mic drop.
Man. Fuck, man. Nah, I mean,
like LeBron, but
just like LeBron. Yeah. Huge love, y'all. We appreciate you. I mean, Zach kind of said it all. Love. Let's just have fun. Let's have fun. Let's do what we do. Let's not stop what we do. We continue grinding. 5K is only half of the goal, so it's not enough. That's the mindset. It's just not enough.
Yeah, exactly. We want more. We want to keep going. But yeah, I think people are intentionally unsubscribing at this point to be funny, but we do appreciate it.
Nah, it's love. It's love.
So Chase, we'll get to Chase's question. I took Parker Washington. Kenny McIntosh goes off the board. Okay, so Chase says, I need advice. Full reload, Superflex, got 103, 108, 7 first rounders next 2 years. B-Rob and JSN, 1 and 2. I'm assuming B-Rob is Bijan Robinson. Because we can't call Bijan Robinson B-Rob because that's going to start getting confusing. We got to keep calling Bijan. But I'm assuming that's Bijan Robinson and JSN at 1 and 2. Should I take Gibbs at 3 and best quarterback at 8? If it's a super flex and you're reloading, Badake and I would actually probably go Bijan and then quarterback.
Yeah, that's the process.
We don't know what quarterbacks you have. So, we don't know that kind of context. But, yeah, if it were us, we would probably go Bijan and then quarterback, especially in a super flex format. I'm a very big believer of take best player available in a super flex format. I am going Bijan, Bryce, Stroud. So that's how we would approach it. But if you wanted to trade back and get JSN, you could definitely consider that. So yeah, that's how I would say we would approach it. Unless you have anything else to add to it.
No, I'm the exact same way. I would just swap over Stride and Bijan because I have Stride as my QB1. But
you mean Stroud and Bryce?
Sorry, yeah, Stroud and Bryce. Sorry, excuse me. So Stroud and Bryce. Stroud is my QB1, so I will swap that. But either way, it's a win-win.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. PH says, just want to say I appreciate you guys for all the content. First year of Dynasty, and you guys have helped make the fantasy offseason more bearable. Definitely appreciate that, man. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Very, very kind of you. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the love. We definitely appreciate it, guys. It means much, much more than you know. And help us get to 100 likes. If we get to 100 likes, all you crazy people out there who, for whatever reason, are playing one quarterback dynasty leagues, we're going to do a one quarterback dynasty mock for you guys if we get to that 100 like mark. So help us get there so we can go ahead and pop off another mock draft for you right after. And I believe someone said to use PFF as the landing spots. Who said that?
How do we do that? How do we make it specific?
I'm trying to
that,
PFF Ben Rolf's mock. I mean, how many rounds is it though? That's the problem. Most of these guys do good mocks, but they're only one round. Let me find his mock. Ben Rolf NFL mock draft. Let's see.
I'm trying to find it as well.
As we see Luke Musgrave, Jonathan Mingo, Chase Brown, Tajay Spears. I'm telling you, man, I'm seeing Tajay. I'm seeing him mid-second in some of these mock drafts now.
Yeah, I mean, not
Deuce
for
Vaughn,
us.
Puka Nakua off the board, but yeah, our community is staying cool. They're not overreacting, which I like to see. I can't find his mock draft. Hey, if someone can find his mock draft or a mock draft that they want us to use, put it in the Discord.
Or in the chat.
Put it in the Discord because I don't think they can send links.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congrats on 5K. Really appreciate that. Yep. PFF Ian Cummings. PFF has a simulator. We've tried the simulator before. It was
somebody put it in the chat already. So hold on.
All right. Tell me how many rounds it is.
Yeah, I will. It's a Pro Football Network. Round 1.
As we see, Rashawn Johnson off the board at the 4-1. He could be one of those guys who goes earlier than anticipated in the real NFL draft, just based off the size. We could definitely see that.
Looks like it's a 3-round mock. I saw 3 rounds, so it's pretty good.
Send it to me on Facebook then.
I guess it's good depth. I haven't seen the landing spots if they're realistic, but
yeah.
This one he has the Colts trading up. Texans Bryce, Bears, Panthers trade up. Anthony Richardson.
Okay, cool. We'll look at that in a second then.
Yeah, it is pretty good.
Okay, sweet. We'll look at that in a second.
At least I think.
But that could be a fun one to use. AK says congrats, or says curious how y'all feel about this one quarterback trade.
Okay.
I traded Javonte 23-108 and a 25 second for Jahan Dotson and 2 likely late firsts in 24 and 25. Javonte, the 108 and a second for Dotson
And 2 likely late first in 24 and 25.
Man, that's pretty even. I would say it depends on where those firsts actually end up.
In the late first.
You know the 23s at the 108. Yeah, it really depends on where those firsts end up.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing.
I'll grab Marvin Mims. I'm not a Marvin Mims guy, but I'll take him this late for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, not knowing where that is. And Javonte is definitely at risk to potentially they can bring in somebody. Unfortunately, especially with that injury, he's torn. I think ACL, what is it, MCL, and some other stuff. It was pretty bad tear.
Yeah.
So the timeline for him to come back is not ideal. 1 and 2.
Thanks for the sub, Donovan.
Somebody. Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know, that could be a thing.
It's a very realistic possibility that the Broncos bring someone in, at minimum to help Javonte as he transitions back. So
yeah,
we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of options for running back. I think I'm taking the Jahan Dotson side of the deal. But it's very close. And I'm a big Jahan Dotson guy. We both are. We're big advocates of his. And I like the 24 class as well. All right, guys, we only need 6 likes for another mock draft. So if you want us to pop off another one right after this, just get us to that 100 like mark and we'd be happy to do it for you. Adam, thank you so much for the donation.
Appreciate
2 quarterback, Watson for the 103, Javonte and Herbert. Okay, 2 quarterback, Watson for 1-3, Javonte and Herbert for AJ Brown and Kenny Pickett.
So I mean,
is Herbert
and Herbert for...
Wait, I'm trying to understand this question.
Is it like Christian Watson or Deshaun Watson? That's what I'm confused about.
I'm assuming that's Deshaun Watson,
but
it says for the 103. Help us understand here, Adam.
Yeah, rewrite
this looks
that
like
message.
a 3. Is this a 3-way deal?
Okay, so I'm assuming it's Watson for the 103. So if it's Deshaun Watson for the 103.
It's 2 questions maybe.
Deshaun Watson and 2 separate trades.
Okay. Okay. Deshaun Watson for the 103. I'm taking Deshaun Watson. Because I have Deshaun Watson ranked ahead of those 2 quarterbacks in my rankings.
I do have him higher as well. So then now
Javonte and Herbert for AJ Brown and Pickett. Is that Justin Herbert? And if that's Justin Herbert, I'm probably going Justin Herbert there.
That's close, man.
In a 2 quarterback format.
That's close, bro.
Thanks for the donation, John.
Yeah, we appreciate you. I just think that the AJ Brown and Pickett, I mean, I know Herbert is a lot more secure. But Javonte, I'm just really scared. Really scared of what that's going to be like. I'm on the clock here. Give me a second.
Yeah, in a 2 quarterback format, I'm gonna take Justin Herbert there. I think that's a good deal for you. Thanks, Adam, for the donation. John, thank you so much for the donation. He says congrats on the milestone. Appreciate it, man. Half PPR, 1 tight end, 1.5 tight end premium, SuperFlex. How early are you drafting a tight end, and who would it be? Is this rookie draft, John, or is this Dynasty startup?
I'm assuming if
probably rookie draft.
I'm assuming, yeah, and I would say, and I think I said this yesterday or the day before, if it's a SuperFlex 1.5 tight end premium, I think I might be taking, Michael Mayer at like 1.817.
Yeah, agreed.
That feels really comfortable. And then if it is a dynasty startup, what? I mean, we saw him.
I would take Kyle Pitts in probably into the first round. Mark Andrews into the first round.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. All right, guys, we only need 2 more likes. Let us know. Do you want us to do another mock draft? Drop 2 more likes for us. We'd be happy to pop it off and send a new link out in the Discord. If we get to the 100 like mark, we'd be happy to do it. Billy says, looks like Watson for 103 and Javonte. Yeah, we got there.
Yeah.
Rookie draft. No, you're good, John. Yeah, I think for us, it would be Michael Mayer. Like Badake said, I agree. And it would be right around the 107, 108 area.
Yeah, I think, I mean, I would be even questioning, right? So hypothetically, it should be Bijan, CJ, Bryce, Jackson Smith, either Quinton or Gibbs. I think I would be questioning taking Mayer potentially over Gibbs in a tight end 1.5 tight end premium. But I mean, maybe I'm stretching it a little bit.
Thanks for the donation, AK. We'll get to it in a second.
That's kind of my thought process, though.
I think just keep in mind, guys, some of these questions are a little bit difficult to answer before the draft. Before we know draft capital, before we know landing spots, some of it's a little bit more difficult to answer. So, and that's why we don't advise to do startup drafts before the NFL draft or rookie drafts before the NFL draft, because things do drastically change once we have context. So, yeah, overall, I would say obviously make sure your league isn't drafting there. But if we were using today's landing spots and Michael Mayer went to the Bengals in a tight end premium league, I know we view Johnston and JSN very differently. I would probably put Mayer right after JSN. I would probably take Mayer at the 1.7 right ahead of Quentin Johnston. I would still have... Actually, I probably might even take him over Addison. So I probably would go 1.6 for Michael Mayer in a tight end premium.
I'm at that thought process as well, I mean, and it would just be reversed for the wide receivers for me. And then I would take him over Gibbs as well, So it would probably be Quinton, whatever wide receiver 1 is in your ranking, you take that wide receiver 1, and then you take Michael Mayer. That's kind of the thought process I was thinking.
Yeah.
So completely agree there.
All right, I sent you an invite here. We're going to do one quarterback.
One quarterback?
One quarterback format.
I'll do 4. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go to number 4.
So I'm trying to figure out the best way. I mean, I guess we could still leave it. Yeah, we'll leave it at flex, but it's one quarterback. So let me just change the name. One quarterback.
And the guys, if you guys, I'll put the link to this mock draft that we're going to follow in the chat. It's also in the Dynasty mock draft tab that, if I'm not mistaken,
on Discord.
Actually, in Discord, I'll just post it and I'll just say one quarterback. 1 QB mock draft.
And if you're watching this later on, you're watching it after we're done being live, we'll put it in the description of the video. We'll have both landing spots.
I didn't add everyone, but you guys understand.
Yeah.
So I just put that link as well in the actual YouTube chat. So go check that out. And then I will send the link to the...
But keep in mind, if you joined us already today, do not join again.
Yeah.
Let's get everyone a chance to mock. You will be publicly shamed. We have your names. We have your names.
One quarterback, not SuperFlex, not tight end premium, rookie mock draft, guys. It is first come, first serve. Like Zach said, let somebody else come in. Join our Discord if you're now joining us and you haven't been here earlier. Best way to join these mock drafts is to join our Discord in the link in the description below. Go to Dynasty Damn It and the Dynasty mock draft tab. That's exactly where I'll be posting the link. And if it's okay, if you don't get in today, it's okay, because we go live Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, I'm gonna send this link out for this mock draft. I'm in this, right? Yeah, I think I got it. Okay,
you're in it. We're gonna have 60 seconds on the clock. Badake's gonna send that out. And go ahead and send it out, and I'm going to look at the landing spots. So let's look at these landing spots together for this second mock draft. It's fun to switch things up, and that's what we are going to do here today. So this is from Ian Cummings. That's just unfortunate.
Is the name Ian? Are you sure? I thought it was...
Yeah, Ian Cummings.
Oh.
I mean, that would just be tough in high school. It doesn't really matter once you get past high school, but high school would have been tough. All right, the Colts at 1, they get C.J. Stroud. They trade up, and they get C.J. Stroud. The Texans go Bryce Young. Then we see Anthony Richardson to the Panthers at pick number 5. Wow, Brian Branch goes real early. The Raiders go Will Levis. We see Jordan Addison, who goes to the Texans. which is interesting. I mean, you get Bryce Young some help. The Green Bay Packers go Quentin Johnston.
Interesting.
We just got to learn that the Packers are not going to draft a first-round wide receiver, though. Then we see Michael Mayer go to the Lions. Josh Downs to the Seahawks.
I like that.
Holy shit.
Bijan
Robinson to the Chargers. We've talked about this before, you and I. We have talked about this as a potential landing spot. Oh my God. That would be incredible. And I'm sorry to anyone who owns Austin Eckler in that scenario. The Ravens go JSN. Then we see... do we see any other? Jalen Hyatt goes to the Saints in the first round. The Saints wasted a pick. No disrespect. I'm just kidding. Thanks for the donation, ATJ. We'll get to that in 1 sec. By the way, ATJ, just hit us up on your hotline, bro. You know you ain't got to pay for advice, but we do appreciate that.
We appreciate you.
Second round, Luke Musgrave goes to the Texans.
Yeah, nice. What else we got?
Cedric Tillman goes to the Falcons. That's weird. Zay Flowers goes to the Patriots. Jameer Gibbs to the Lions. Why? But why? My comp for Jameer Gibbs is DeAndre Swift, Aaron Jones. What are you doing getting DeAndre Swift again?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, next one is kind of crazy.
Okay, and then we see Trey Palmer in the second round?
To the Chargers, yeah, that's a bit weird.
This is getting ridiculous.
It's okay. Lions,
Trey Palmer's not going to be drafted in the first 5 rounds. Anything can change. The Lions go Rashee Rice. The Lions don't need a third receiver right now. Okay, the Lions are not having a... The Lions are having an interesting draft. The Cowboys go Israel Abanikanda. You like to see that. I love it. A.T. Perry goes to the Panthers, and we're in the third round. In the third round, Tajay Spears goes to the Broncos. See, that I feel like could happen. Yes. I think that could actually happen. Hendon Hooker to the Saints. Darnell Washington to the Falcons. Dalton Kincaid to the Packers. Jaden Reed to the Colts. Zach Charbonnet to the Bucks. A little late, but he goes off the board to the Bucks. Tucker Kraft goes to the Dolphins. Marvin Mims to the Vikings. Jonathan Mingo to the Giants. Eli Ricks is not getting to the third round, by the way. Keyshawn Boutte to the Cowboys. He's not getting to the third round, but we like the landing spot. Kendre Miller to the Bills. Kenny McIntosh to the Bengals. Devin A-Chain to the Seahawks. Xavier Hutchinson to the Chiefs. I love me some X. The Eagles get Parker Washington. The Commanders get Tanner McKee. And I think that is the end of the third round, guys. So, those are the new landing spots. Which will be interesting in today's mock. Let's answer ATJ's question just before we get to the mock. He says 12-team Superflex tight end premium was countered with this: Dak, AJ Brown, and Bateman for Kenny Pickett, the 102, 104, 204, and a 24 first. I'm rebuilding. Dak, AJ Brown, and Bateman.
For Kenny, 102, 104.
I'm curious where that 24 first is going to be, but I don't mind it.
I think it's even, actually. Yeah, I like it. I like the 102. I like the 104. I mean, you still have a chance to get a quarterback and a top receiver at the 104 if you really want. So yeah. I'm okay with that. And you get some good draft capital in the second round at 204 as well. So I like it.
The issue is, though, that you're hoping the 102 can give you a Dak type player. You're hoping that the 104 can give you an AJ Brown type player. So that's why I say I wonder where that 24 first is. Right. Because even though you're rebuilding, there's no guarantee that these players become what we believe they can become. So, I would be really curious to see what that 24 first would be projected to be. But ATJ, I appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate the support. All right, we are doing a 1 quarterback mock draft.
It's a rare one.
So keep in mind, this is 1 quarterback. So let's see how this goes. I think we're going to get people who draft quarterbacks too early. I just feel like that's probably going to happen.
Let's see what happens.
But I do appreciate the support there, ATJ. That's very kind of you, man.
Yeah, man. Huge love. We appreciate you.
We never answered AK's question. He says, would y'all ever do 1 quarterback subscriber leagues? No. I'm just going to be honest with you. Probably not.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate the support. Like, that's very kind of you.
Pick him, Joey. Pick him.
Joey, why are you keeping us waiting, man? You're teasing us. You got this, Joey. You can do it.
Come on, Joey. Shout out to Jack. He's signed up for Patreon. Huge love, brother. Jack Gustaf. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but we appreciate
Gustafsson.
you.
Gustafsson.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's
so much.
Good little plug. If you guys don't know, we do have Patreon. Patreon.com/DynastyLand fan. If you guys want to go and support, we do have, I guess you can kind of say, a draft guide, or we call the Dynasty profiles, or rookie profiles, and our rookie rankings, SuperFlex rankings, all that other stuff. So, all-time prospects list. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome up there.
All right, so Bijan goes, and then Jackson Smith and Jigba. Makes a lot of sense. Maybe we should add a one quarterback rankings for people in our Patreon. That wouldn't actually be too difficult to add.
No, it wouldn't be. We'd just take out the quarterbacks.
Or just move them down significantly. Yeah. Maybe we should add that for people.
Jordan
Addison goes at the 1-3.
Where Addison going this mock? Out of curiosity. Oh, he went to the Texans.
Yeah, he went to the Texans at 12.
Okay. And where did my guy go, Quentin? I mean, I'm going to take him, but I just forgot where he went.
I'll let you know.
He went to the Packers.
Just make sure you don't say if I'm not mistaken. Just don't say that. Yeah, he did go to the Packers.
I'll take Quentin here. I'm okay with that. If with Jordan Love and or Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, yeah.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah, this is where it gets tough and one quarterback. I wanted to put myself in a difficult spot. Addison's gone. Johnson's gone. Jason's gone. Thank you so much for the sub, Zach.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Gibbs is gone. I mean, I'm not going to take a quarterback here, obviously. So that would lead me to either Kayshon Boutte or Zach Charbonnet.
Do you highly consider Michael Mayer here, though?
It's not tight end premium, so not for me, not yet.
Okay. Fair. Just wondering.
Oh, Kayshon went to the Cowboys. I mean, this is a little preview to a video we made. We made a video today called realistic landing spots for wide receivers. I'm curious to see if you guys are gonna like that or not. I hope that you will. But I'm gonna grab Kayshon Boutte here.
Kayshon Booty.
I like the landing spot. I believe that he would complement CeeDee Lamb really, really well. And I don't think we should be disrespecting this player. You should definitely have lower expectations because of what happened this year, but a lot was against him. Completely new coaching staff, coming off the injury. It was weird. Quarterback change. He definitely didn't do everything that he needed to do, but I still view him talent-wise as one of the best talents in the class. If he goes to the Cowboys, I would be very, very happy. And it's not like Jalen Tolbert going to the Cowboys last year and we're like, ooh, he could be the guy because he bamboozled everyone. Boutte is in a different universe as far as talent goes. I think he complements CeeDee Lamb really well. So between Boutte and Zach Charbonnet, that was a tough pick for me, but I'll go booty there.
Yeah, booty. I like it. Just looking at the chat here. It says in the mock, Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the Jets. Does that change the mindset of drafting Johnson in the situation? I think it definitely would. But we're both believers of someone like Jordan Love. So if he is the guy that's taking the opportunities under center, we're really excited to see what Jordan Love can do. And I'm really excited to see what Jordan Love can do over there. And not only that, that means they might believe in Jordan Love and that they move on from Aaron Rodgers and they probably didn't invest or look to go get another quarterback somewhere else. And they were to keep Jordan Love. So I'm really happy with that personally. Yeah. And I know a lot of people like Christian Watson. I think they're going to complement each other. They have the speedster, a guy that can play in the slot in Quentin Johnston and or Christian Watson, or the guy that can stretch the field in Christian Watson on the other side. I mean, they both kind of have similar attributes, but I think they can both play interesting roles. So I'm okay.
I would say I personally am not worried about quarterback play as much as I'm worried about how they complement each other.
Right.
Because I don't think that, again, if you're building a wide receiver room, we've heard this analogy before, you kind of want to build it like a basketball team. You want a guy, your large guys, your small guys who can run point guard, your shooting guards. You kind of want these different types of players. And Johnston and Watson are different players. But I feel like they don't complement each other as well as some of the other top receivers in this class could.
For sure.
So that's where I'm not loving it, because I don't worry so much about quarterback play. I worry more about the defined roles. It was kind of like when we were talking about Elijah Moore last year and they drafted Garrett Wilson. I was like, I don't know what to think about Elijah Moore, man, because I don't see how this really works. Same thing I felt about Kadarius Toney and Wan'Dale Robinson. I just feel like when you draft someone who's not really naturally going to complement, that's what worries me, not so much quarterback play. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
I think in a one quarterback format, you just can't be taking Stroud. I don't think you take a quarterback in the first round. Now, we are not one quarterback league experts, but I don't think you take Stroud in the first round. Michael Mayer at the 110 is great value.
100%.
I love that Billy Spriggs is in here.
Billy on the street.
If you can name one person who has supported our channel more and it's an honor to have him in our 5K stream, it's got to be Billy. That dude has supported us. Like, it's crazy how much support we get from Billy. He's incredible.
Kingdom builder.
In
this scenario,
and Billy was the first person, by the way, to ever sign up to our Patreon leagues. Now people are on wait lists to try and get into an orphan.
Yeah.
Billy was the first person to actually believe in us enough to actually even commit to that kind of support. Yeah. So
he's been there.
Billy, I mean, the most OG you could describe. There's a lot of other people as well, by the way, that have been incredible. OG. But I just want to say it's awesome to have him in the 5K stream. So which is great. Hey, AK, thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member, man. That's awesome. Very, very kind of you. Appreciate that. We've had a lot of people become YouTube members lately. And I will just say, if you guys become YouTube members when we're not live, we don't really get a notification. I don't know why, but YouTube doesn't notify us.
Doesn't notify us, yeah.
But big shout out to AK, Jesse, the Mighty Booch, Steve, Luddy, Sean, Brad, Dave. You guys became YouTube members here in the last 3 weeks or so. So I just want to say thank you to you guys.
I have no idea what I'm doing. This is panic.
Yeah, see, guys, I just think this is way too early for quarterbacks.
That was a panic. I was literally trying to figure out where these
This is way too early. I mean, I'm not taking a quarterback in the first round. I think you can maybe take CJ or Bryce somewhere in the second.
I see,
but
I could have taken already.
I don't think you take A-Rich or Levis anywhere near the top end of the first in a one quarterback.
I see a one player I would have went. Two players now I would have went.
And by the way, guys like Hendon Hooker and Tanner McKee, they go undrafted, I would say. Billy says, I think I'm in 7 Dynasty and 1 redraft leagues with you guys. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much for the sub, Kyle. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, man.
Okay, Zach Evans at the 2-1.
People. We do have a bunch of people that sign up for our YouTube memberships, but you just can never see it. It's annoying.
Yeah. Okay, Hyatt goes off the board. I mean, I got Sean Tucker there, but I don't think he was drafted, was he?
Jalen Hyatt. I was like, maybe I should take Jalen Hyatt there.
Yeah, I would take Jalen Hyatt over those other quarterbacks.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm going to go Izzy here. I mean, I love the player, and he got second-round capital. If the Cowboys, even if the Cowboys don't move on from Zeke, it's worth adding an explosive, well-sized talent like Izzy. So, Israel gets second-round draft capital. I mean, that's my dream for one of my sleepers of the year at the running back position. I'm going to grab Israel Abanikanda. Welcome to the squad, brother, at the 2-6. I get a second-round running back at the 2-6 in one quarterback format. That shouldn't be possible. That shouldn't be possible. Izzy's got to be like a top 4 pick in the second round. If not, considering him in the back end of the first.
Bolton Kincaid, where'd he go? That's what I was trying to find.
Kincaid went to the Packers. If you want to find someone, just do Control F and then
Yeah, I
type their
know.
name.
That's what I.
Oh, okay. Cedric Tillman's
That's
off
what I
the
ended
board.
up doing. But there was another guy that went
He
higher.
went to the
Actually,
Falcons.
went higher to this team. Interesting.
Billy, take the trade. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but don't do it, Billy. Billy the GOAT. Yeah, to each his own. I can respect the opinion on AR-15. It's in one quarterback. It's usually start 7, so top tier running backs get an even bigger boost. Wide receivers aren't as valuable outside the top 12 because most people are only starting 2.
Right.
Billy told me in confidence, strict confidence, that Delta is his favorite league. What's up, Matt? Welcome in. Yeah, that's true. Dobbs is kind of big. Just joined. What's up, Drusiv? He says, what happened with Gibbs here? Yeah, I wouldn't let Gibbs fall there, but Gibbs would be my 1-3 in this draft. But at the same time, the landing spot is literally, I think, one of the worst thought out landing spots we have seen so far for Jahmyr Gibbs. He went to the Lions in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
So in this mock draft, maybe that's why people let him fall. What the hell? Why the hell would the Lions do this? Genuinely.
At the same
it
time,
makes no sense to do this.
Yeah, I mean, it says Jamal Williams' long-term future is uncertain. So,
yeah.
Daniel, I think it's a possibility.
I don't see it happening. I would be blown away if it happened. But let's see.
I think if they trade away Swift specifically, obviously, I think it could be impossible. But we'll see what happens.
I just don't imagine them trading him away. He's not costing them anything.
Yeah.
Lakers finalizing a trade for D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, I saw that. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Congrats on 5K. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Michael says, if Derek Carr ends up in New Orleans, what do they do with Jameis? He probably becomes their backup, unfortunately for him. Devin Achane cannot be going this late in a 1-quarterback format. He doesn't even go that late in a SuperFlex league. What happened? I mean, he went to the Seahawks. Yeah, Kenneth Walker is there, but he would develop some sort of role.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just don't think you can let him fall that far.
I'm just off Devin Achane. Just probably wouldn't take him.
Fair enough.
In that scenario.
Rashawn Johnson goes off the board as well. I do not think that he was drafted in this mock draft, so you assume he gets 4th round capital?
Yeah.
Or 5th or worse?
Or worse. I wonder if downtown Chase Brown. No, didn't get. I have one, please. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna take Luke Musgrave here, tight end, win second round here to the Colts. I like it. To the Texans, excuse me. Second pick in the 2nd round, high draft capital. Not only do you get Luke, you get Bryce and Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Jordan Addison in the 12th? Yeah, to take Jordan Addison as well. So I like the thought process, stacking up on a receiver, your quarterback, and a tight end.
Sure.
I like it.
So I know a lot of people want to smash running backs here. Deuce Vaughn is not a player I will have on a single one of my dynasty teams. And Dwayne McBride, he had 4 targets all year. He caught 2 all year. He contributed to about 1% of his team's passing game. He has 5 career receptions in college in 3 years. So I just don't know how you're supposed to evaluate him. Tajay Spears is on the board, though. And again, I think Tajay Spears has been overhyped, but he should not be on the board at the 3-6. Especially not when he gets 2nd round capital, is that right? To the Broncos?
Yeah, to the Broncos, exactly, right behind Javonte.
Hey,
which
Daniel. Sorry, thanks so much for the love. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, Tajay can't go this late in this scenario. 2nd round capital. How do I have 2 running backs who got 2nd round capital in the 2nd and 3rd round of a rookie draft? I don't know. Shouldn't be possible. Daniel, thank you so much for the donation, man. Do really, really appreciate that.
Thank you, Daniel.
You've been another one of those longtime supporters, as many people here have helped us kind of get to the place we are.
Thank you to.
Is that round 3? Yeah, it might be early round 3.
Jesse signing up on Patreon. Huge love, Jesse. Thank you so much.
Oh dang, thank you.
We'll get you set up there, Jesse and Jack.
Yeah, we do appreciate that. Thanks so much.
Jonathan Parker Washington, Jonathan Mingo, and Marvin Mims.
Yeah, I was thinking Parker because he went to the Eagles in the 3rd round.
Don't like that landing spot. I really hope that doesn't.
No, I don't either. But he's not a player that can be this deep threat. They'd have to use him under over the middle. So it's intriguing. The 3rd round.
Jonathan Mingo to the Giants in the 3rd. And then Mims, did he get drafted? Yes, he goes to the Vikings. Oh, okay. Okay, Marvin.
What round? 3rd?
Yes, he goes to the Vikings in the 3rd round, which I like a lot.
Yeah,
with Marvin there.
You like that?
You like that?
Sam says you stole my pick. I'm sorry.
Reed also gets drafted.
Jeff Wilson and Zay Jones or the 304
to the Colts.
You know, I struggle to see Zay Jones have a lot of value now that he's wide receiver 3 behind Kirk and Ridley. And maybe you could argue Evan Ingram, but Zay Jones had an incredible year. I just think you should be able to get more than the 304. Is that kind of crazy to say? I think you should be able to get.
I think you should be able to. Yes, maybe like a late 2nd. Just based off Jeff and like who's behind him as of right now. There's no one.
We don't expect him to have that role next year,
but if you,
I don't know, maybe that is the most you can get.
Because
people probably are on the same page with us. They don't think Jeff is going to be a starting running back.
Yeah, exactly.
And they probably feel as well that Zay Jones is not going to lose a lot of work. I don't know. I just think you should be able to get more than the 304. Yeah, I think a late 2nd feels a little bit better, but might be a counter out there for you depending on what each players have. Okay, so we see Mingo, Mims, Jaden Reed go off the board, which Jaden Reed's a player that I've been talking about just a little bit, just to kind of highlight him. He goes to the Colts in the round 3. Eric Gray and then Mo Ibrahim go off the board, and then there goes Dwayne McBride out of UAB. Great size and body for a
people really liked
running back.
People really liked Eric Gray at the Senior Bowl. They thought he performed really well and that he was just a big guy, but
I just can't get on board with the lack of athleticism there on film.
Same. I'm there with you.
It's just, there is not much burst. There is not much speed or twitchiness.
I told this to Zach when we finished our evaluation. Eric Gray just sounds like a guy that's gonna not sound. He looks like it, and his name also has like a ring to it some way that he's just gonna get into an opportunity that no one expected.
He's gonna be Dameon Pierce this year.
Yeah, and it's just like, wait, what? Eric Gray? We weren't expecting that. And I'm on the clock here. I didn't even realize. Okay.
Puka's gone. We like Puka.
I know who I'm gonna take here. I think.
Wow. So in that deal, by the way, Russell Westbrook got traded in that deal. Where did Russell Westbrook get traded to? Did he get traded to the Wolves? You're going to take Hendon Hooker there.
Yeah, I took Hendon Hooker.
I still don't think I'm drafting any quarterback outside those top 4 in a one quarterback format personally, but
yeah, I took it. Why not? Goes to you. Goes to the Saints.
What's up, Millie? Appreciate that.
In the middle of
H&J says, yeah, because in that trade I asked about, was thinking about removing Bateman and that 204 and just adding that in there. I was thinking that too, but he don't really have much other than the 204.
Right, okay.
You could try it, man. The worst that could happen is that they counter and say no.
Yeah.
Okay, I just don't understand how Darnell Washington is still on the board. I know we don't... Oh, because he went to the Falcons.
Oh. Oh,
now
so
I understand.
He is drafted as an offensive lineman in this scenario, but...
Yeah, he really is. Tucker Kraft's there. Hey, I like Keaton Mitchell, man. Keaton Mitchell's speed is just... his speed is not natural. I don't think he got drafted. I'm just going to have fun with this pick. Sam Laporta, did he get drafted?
No, I think he's still available. I don't think he got drafted
No, I meant in the real... Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have fun here with Keaton Mitchell. Guys, I don't think Keaton Mitchell is going to have a big role in the NFL. Because, what is he, 5'9", 184? But he was really fun to watch. I probably wouldn't draft him here for real. I just want to put some respect on the guy's name. Keaton Mitchell, he has speed that is just, it's a different gear. It's a different gear to some of these other guys. You put on a little bit of his film and my guy is flying down the field. At best, he's a complimentary piece. More likely, he's a special teams player.
Yeah.
But he's a fun one to watch on film. It was a 3-team trade. Lakers gave up Russ in 27 first. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out where Russ went because it's a 3-team deal. So I'm trying to figure out, did Russ end up in Minnesota or did he end up somewhere else? We're having some people debate Christian Watson, and I know if Abaki's in the conversation, yes, I know we're gonna get some Christian Watson hype, which. We love to see it. Oops. A Kane or Miller at 2.9. Probably go Kendre Miller if this was the real draft, because Kendre at least man, he goes to the Bills. That's rough. I'd probably go Kendre though. If that was a real draft. Westbrook went to Utah? No way. Shut up. Did Russ go to Utah?
I actually don't know because I don't follow the NBA because the NBA get into the playoffs.
I feel confident in saying that is probably the one place in the entire NBA that Russell Wilson would have not wanted to go. It has nothing to do with the team. It has everything to do with his history with that fan base.
Oh, okay. Wait, Utah is it's known to have terrible fans. They
have good fans, but there's been a lot of
controversy. What was the team that has that? They were like the fans. I don't want, this may sound bad, but they were saying the fans were super racist and they didn't like black people. Was that Utah? Okay.
They have that again, it's always the 1%, right? There's obviously 99.9% of just great people who love basketball, but it's not only Russell Westbrook, but there's been quite a few players who have openly spoken out about racist comments while they're playing the game.
Yeah.
And he got into it with fans on multiple occasions and had a fan actually banned from the stadium. I just know that he does not like Utah's fan base, so that will be interesting. Hey, thank you so much for the sub, Benjamin. Appreciate that.
Good to get. Yeah, wow. I mean, unlucky for Russ.
He'll probably get bought
Mormon out. Central, isn't Utah is it Mormons?
Well, I mean, not everyone there is a Mormon, but I mean, people who are there who are Mormon, they're great people. Again, it's
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying
for sure.
That's what
it's the 99.9% who are good. It's just it's always that less than 1% who mess things up for people.
Alan's making fun of me. I'm not. Now you make me feel bad. It wasn't. I'm not saying Mormons are bad people. I'm saying Utah is known to have like a lot of Mormons there.
No, that's true.
I'm just
I would
digging a
say
hole,
the highest, if you go by state, why don't we look it up right now? Percentage of Mormons per state.
I'm pretty sure Utah's up there.
Okay, my Google search is just not gonna work for some reason at the moment. What's happening? Just let me go to Google. Okay. Mormon population by state. I can't believe we're doing this right now. I can't believe we're doing this right
The
now.
Mormon population in the United States varies
Here we
greatly.
go. I have some information up, and in case you're wanting to know per sources are worldpopulationreview.com. Okay. Per sources, the highest percentage of Mormon population as a percentage of the total population of a state is Utah by a wide margin, 62.1%.
That's all
Now,
I'm saying.
we've got Idaho, who is hovering right around 24%, and Wyoming. So that's the big three. You got Utah on the block, you got Idaho running point, and you got Wyoming just, swinging, cutting.
Swinging, cutting. Oh man. Yeah. Well, good luck for Russ. Hopefully he has a good time over there.
I'll be honest, I don't even think he's gonna fly there. They're gonna cut him. They have to agree to a buyout somehow. I wonder if the Jazz were trying to do a salary dump in this deal, but
Right.
I just do not think Russ is gonna want to play there. So maybe it's a salary dump for the Jazz.
It was Russ that outwardly said that he didn't like playing there either, right? That's like kind of what started the whole conversation of oh, Utah's a bad place to play. And
well, there was a playoff game. It was postseason. It was when Paul George was on the Thunder, and that's when Russ got into an altercation with a fan, and then afterwards he talked about it and talked about what was said, and then there was other players who supported him who came out and said, yeah, that's happened to me too. So
okay.
Hey, maybe they let bygones be bygones, but I would be pretty surprised. But man, I feel bad for Russ. He's had, ever since he left the Thunder, it has not been good. Outside of his stint in Washington, which was very impressive. But man, he just does not fit the modern day game. He doesn't fit it, and I love him. All right, this is a one quarterback draft. Personally, for me, I don't think that we should see Stroud or Bryce or Rich or Will Levis in the first round. People will have differences of opinion. That's fine. I think you probably start to see these quarterbacks come off mid-second. But to each his own. I think Mayer was a great value at the 110.
Yep, I agree as well. I mean, I personally would have taken him at 7, 8, based off of these landing spots. But
yeah,
I think that a lot of people are gonna come to that point where they're gonna have to pick Mayer or Downs or Flowers or Zach Charbonnet. If Zach Charbonnet goes to the second round to the Raiders, but Michael Mayer goes to the Bengals in the first, are you still taking Zach Charbonnet? I feel like I genuinely, truly believe that's a really hard situation.
It is. It is a hard decision.
I wouldn't know what to do because the expectation and the ceiling of Mayers is going to be so high, I think, with Joe Burrow compared to Zach Charbonnet at the Raiders. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think that's it for us today, guys. Want to say a huge thank you again to the everyone who helped us to get 5K. It's awesome to be here, but we want more, and we're not going to stop grinding. We got a lot of content to go edit, and hey, I think we did a free agent video. I'm not going to say that it did bad or did poorly, but maybe we were a little bit too early in releasing free agent material. Free agency stuff, because I think it's not really on anyone's mind. But if you want to know how Badake and I are prepping for free agency from a dynasty perspective, we go through each position and we talk about it. We talk about how we're addressing the position, what we're doing when it comes to free agency, little moves that we might make. So I posted a link to that video in the chat. Go check it out. drop a like. Let us know what you think in the comments below. But lots of good content coming out. I mean, we have finished recording for the week. We just need to do editing. But I really enjoyed, not that I don't always enjoy, but I really enjoyed our recording sessions this week. I enjoyed the content that we made.
I think it was just more of like, I think what was different was that, you know, we bring a thought process, but it was just more of like, how can I say this? I feel like there was a lot more hypotheticals, but also like really good insight on how like we are thinking about this off season, which is fun. I think that's what makes it so fun, because it can go either way in some of these videos.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, tonight in your guys' morning, there's a video coming out that's called 8 Do's and Don'ts for Dynasty Football. It's basically like tips that we've learned over the last years of playing Dynasty, things that we both logistically, strategy, as far as keeping a league together. So I'm really excited for you guys to see that video in your AM. Again, 8 do's and 8 don'ts. Badake and I bring 4 each, or 4 total, 4 do's, 4 don'ts. And we're excited for you guys to see those. And I hope that it's helpful for you heading into, you know, your either first year of Dynasty, your 10th year of Dynasty. We also have obviously Dynasty trades coming out. We just recorded a video where we tier ranked all wide receivers, including rookies that are coming in.
Let me do running backs next, I would assume.
Let's see if people like this stuff. But basically, we tier ranked the wide receiver position, including the 23 rookies. And I think it was the first time that it was difficult to agree on things in a while. So that was interesting. Because most of the time in the past, we have disagreed, but we've just been on the same page for a lot of stuff lately. So that was interesting to see. And then we have a video called Rookie Wide Receiver Landing Spots. Where could they realistically go, and what could that mean for Dynasty football? So, guys, really appreciate the love, appreciate the support, and we will see you guys tomorrow for a Dynasty Startup Draft. Again, thanks so much.
Yeah. It's been awesome.
Appreciate everyone. Thanks, David. AK says, thank you for all the content, guys. The internet is in need of more quality Dynasty content. Appreciate that.
You.
Have a good rest of your day, guys. We will see you tomorrow. All love.